right. Let's take a nice big breath in. Exhale out. Good, big breath in. Exhale out. And, sorry, I'm gonna just check. Gotta track the workout, right? Take your arm over to cross your chest, tap out that same leg, and then reach over to the opposite side. Start to feel that back. Just kind of move with your body. Get nice and loose in through that spine. Good, we're gonna take this reach and reach up across our body. So towards your ceiling. Good, and let's take this same reach, roll those shoulders forward and reach down towards the floor, almost over exaggerating that roll. Good, come back across your chest. And one more time, reach up and across. Nicely done. Good. Take your right hand, reach up, left hand goes down, push that hip out, big breath in, exhale. And switch over to the other side, big breath in, exhale. So we're not holding this too long. We're just gonna alternate back and forth, getting that spine, getting those obliques nice and long, because guess what? This is an oblique workout. And it's all body weight, no weights today. We're gonna use our upper body by holding ourselves up. Good, swing out those arms. Let's come to the end of your mat. Come down onto the floor, your toes are together, your knees are apart. Reach forward with those hands, bring your whole body down to the mat. Push yourself up and then rock your bum to your feet and then rock yourself back down. Chest back down to the mat. Reach with those arms. Good, we'll do 3 more right here. 3, 2, and finish up this last one. Big breath in, reach behind you, and then exhale, scoop out that core, round out that back. Big breath in, and out. Good, roll those shoulders back and forth. All right, ladies, we are starting on the mat today. Now I'm still nursing a back injury, so if you see me stop, don't stop unless you need to stop. That does not give you permission. You keep going unless you need to stop. You know my rule. You do you. All right, we're gonna start with our thread the needle. So there's a couple different ways you can do this depending on where you are in your fitness journey right here. So first, you can do a high plank. So you're through your knee, nice long arm. We're gonna reach up and we're gonna take that arm and turn our chest, trying to leave our hips as square as possible. You can also do this from an incline or a couch. So you're coming here and you're rotating through. You can do that from the wall or an incline. You want to work those obliques a little bit more. Come to your forearm and then roll in and up. And if you really want to work those obliques, we're going to come to a full side plank, roll through and reach up. So you want to keep those hips square in any variation you do. We are doing, I should tell you, an endurance today. So 7 exercises, 4 rounds. If I stop talking, we might be able to actually get it in. Here we go. Squeezing through the bum, pull into that core. Do the version that works for you in 3, 2, go for it right here. Squeeze up. That knee can be down. You can be on that high plank. I'm going to put that knee down today. Squeezing into my bum, pulling that belly button right into that spine as you turn and twist, making sure either that hand or elbow is directly from that shoulder, and you're exhaling as you pull through, inhaling as you come out. Again, if you're feeling like that shoulder is overloading, you're going to come to that wall or to that couch, and you're going to turn and squeeze and reach. Still keeping those hips nice and square. Good, we got 20 seconds right here, keeping that bum nice and tight. Belly button just drives into that spine. In 5, 3, 2, and there's 1 minute right here. We're going to turn ourselves around and simply go to the other side, drawing that shoulder and elbow nice and aligned, or if we're high, shoulder and wrist are nice and aligned. Here we go, hip and knee nice and aligned in 3, 2, squeeze that bum and rotate through. Remember, trying to keep those hips as square as possible. Squeezing that bum, exhaling that breath as you reach through and thread that needle. You really want to reach. See if you can touch maybe the other end of your mat. Really trying to engage that oblique, squeezing that bum to keep that lower back nice and tight. Good. You're less than 30 here. Our longest round of our endurance. Squeezing in through that bum. Belly button's driving into that spine. In 10 seconds. 3, 2, and relax right there. Nicely done. All right, now we're going to come in to a plank on our tummies, or the modification is going to be through the couch or the wall, and we're going to bring our knee up, cross over to the opposite elbow, back to this elbow. We're going to do this 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to relax, take a quick break. So from a plank, it's going to look like so. You're going to draw into that same elbow, cross over to the other. 3, 4, 5, 6, then rest. Stretch it, come back. We're gonna do the same side the whole minute, and then we're gonna switch over to the other side for that next one. Really working this right oblique here. Here we go. In 3, 2, draw it in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come out, you can either stay in that plank, hit those knees, and then repeat again into that same elbow. So we're spidering, crossovering, keeping a nice tight bump, and then relaxing. Big breath in, squeezing through those glutes. Feel that oblique start to kick right in, going at your own pace. That belly button is just driven right into that spine. You have 20 seconds right here. Here we go. In 10 seconds. Squeeze and rotate. Tap that elbow if you can. 3, 2, and rest it right here. Nicely done. Swing out those arms. Good. Whew, that got the heart rate up. All right. I'm switching sides. Well, I'm switching directions. You don't have to, just because it's easier for me to look up this way. All right, we're going with that left knee. Same elbow, crossover. Here we go. In 3, 2, go for it. Into that elbow, cross over to that elbow. Remember, lots of options with this. Coming to that incline, squeezing in through those glutes. See if you can touch that elbow. Good, hands directly from that shoulder, keeping that body weight nice and steady so we're not overloading top heavy. We want it all carried into that core. Belly button in, bum nice and tight. Here we go, we got 20 seconds. Good, tapping each elbow 3 times and then relaxing. Coming in for 10 seconds. Here we go, in 3, 2, and rest it right here. Nicely done. All right, once again, anything from plank can be done from an incline or a wall. We're gonna be doing our hip rolls, and our hip rolls are done in a low plank position, squeezing into those glutes, rolling those hips left to right as we keep our chest forward. Okay, you're gonna pivot through those feet and down. And we're doing it from our mats, elbows underneath those shoulders. Rotate, pike that bum up, draw that semicircle coming up and down. You can do that from your knees as well. Here we go. 1 minute, hip rolls. Keep that bum nice and tight in 3, 2, go for it. Squeeze in. Important to keep that lower back nice and protected. So we're clenching in through that bum. Belly button's pulled right into that spine. Breathing in. If you feel, again, if you're top heavy, you're pushing into those elbows and we're not engaging that core, drop to those knees until we're strong enough to get into that core torso. Okay, if we're putting too much pressure in through the top half of our body, we're not getting the benefit of those hip rolls. So we want to make sure we do a version that strengthens us and gets us ready for the next level. Good, 10 seconds, right here. Pushing that belly button up into that spine and over in 3, 2, and rest it right here. Nicely done. 2 more. See, this is why you don't need weights today, right? All right, starting from that plank, we're gonna pike ourselves up, pike up. We're gonna come down, and as we come down, we're gonna step forward with our left and reach up with that left, come back down, pike again, step up to the right, and then turn to the right. So we're alternating left and right each time. If we're doing that from an incline, it's not much difference. We're gonna pike up our bum, step up, reach, and come back, and then step up to the other side. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, pike that bum nice and high, step up with that leg, same arm, turn that chest towards that knee, and come back into that pike. Squeeze in through those glutes. Feel that nice twist through the obliques. Good. Belly button right to that spine. We pike up that bum, get that range of motion to step up right to those hands so we get that nice squeeze into the side, into that back. 20 seconds right here. Here we go. We're hitting that 10-second mark. In 5, 3, 2, and rest it right here. Final one. On our backs for this, giving those arms a little bit of a break. We're gonna do our 3-way crunch. So we're gonna push those hips right into the pelvis. So that lower back is glued to that mat. Belly button pulls right into that spine. Hands are gonna come up to your head and you're just gonna tickle your ears. You're not gonna grab the back of your head. We're gonna keep our chin off our chest. We're gonna look right at the ceiling and we're gonna go left, back down, center, back down, and right, back down. And you're just gonna go right, left, center, or right, center, left, left, center, right. So you're gonna hit that center every time. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, go for it. So squeeze into those glutes, come up. I'm gonna show you the mod as you guys are starting this. I'm gonna come and lean back and come center and then lean and twist. From the floor right now is a little bit too taxing on my back with that injury, so I'm doing the mod. Coming back and turning as I come up and leaning back. Pulling my belly button right in, squeezing through those glutes. You want that lower back if you're on the mat to push right into that spine. So it's a little crunch up Chin is off that chest. You're looking at the ceiling to keep that neck and shoulder area nice and relaxed. Everything is being pushed into that belly button, into that bump. Here we go. In 5, 3, 2, and rest it right here. Grabbing some water, ladies. We are going to hit round 2. Yeah, we got lots of time. All right, round 2. Every round gets nice and short. 40 seconds each. We're going to start with those thread the needle. So from a couch, from a wall, from the floor, from your knee, from your toes, whatever works. Here we go. Line yourself up. Shoulder or wrist, or elbow and wrist, right from that shoulder. In 3, 2, go for it right here. Pull and reach through that chest. Think about something on the other end and really reach towards it, tapping either to the end of that mat, trying to keep those hips as square as possible. Figuring out a version that works for you, that's not overloading that shoulder. So that could be from the wall, from your knees. Good. 5 seconds. Right here. In 3, 2. And let's switch that over to the other side. Lining myself up, shoulder and elbow. Here we go. In 3, 2, reach. And inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you reach through. Feeling that belly button just pull right into that spine as you drive that arm through. Good. Squeeze into those glutes. Really keep that lower back nice and protected. Here we go for 10. In 5, 3, 2, and nicely done. We're going into those cross plank knees. So we're going spider, cross, 3 times each. Tapping that elbow if we can in that plank or in from the couch or the wall. Here we go. In 3, 2, drive it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then relax, come into a pike, whatever makes you feel good. And then repeat. Feeling that belly button, pull right into that spine. Squeezing in through those glutes. Breathing in through the nose, looking above those hands for nice air. Opening up those airways, we're hitting that 10. In 3, 2, and swing out those arms, get nice and loose. We're hitting the opposite side for 40 seconds. Here we go, squeezing those glutes. In 3, 2, go for it. Draw it in and over, repeat. And give yourself that small reprieve. Hands should be underneath those shoulders or just across. If you're on an incline, hitting 15. Here we go. 10 seconds. Right here. In 3, 2, and swing those out. Lowering ourselves onto our forearms, either through an incline or on the mat. Knees or toes, we're doing those hip rolls. Here we go. In 3, 2, go for it. Pull that belly button right in. Squeeze that bum. And draw that semicircle coming out of that plank, pushing that bum up and around. How low you drop that hip, it's really up to you. Squeezing through those glutes. 20 seconds right here. Rest it here. All right, alternating twist as we step up from that pike. Hands directly underneath those shoulders. Here we go for 40 seconds in 3, 2, go for it. Pike that bum up, step forward, twist that chest towards that knee. Same arm stepping forward is the same leg. I said that backwards. Same leg stepping forward is the same arm reaching up. Belly button pulling right to that spine. Squeezing into those glutes. 10 seconds right here. Getting that nice back. Strengthening through that twist. In 3, 2, and rest it. Right here. We're hitting that 3-way crunch on our backs. I am doing the modification. You do what works for you. Here we go. In 3, 2, come up for a left twist. Back to the floor. Center. Back to the floor. Right twist. Squeeze those glutes. Keep that lower back flat to the mat. We are just lifting those shoulder blades off the floor if you're doing the mat version. If you're doing the mod with me, you're squeezing in through those glutes, really pushing that belly button right back, leaning back to a nice, I want to say comfortable, but challenging position. So you're not overloading that back. You're just squeezing in, belly button comes to that spine. In 5, 3, 2, and rest it right here. Nicely done. We're hitting that 30-second round. All right, 30 seconds, thread the needle. Here we go. These are the shorter rounds, so if you want to challenge yourself with shorter, because it's a shorter round, you can maybe come to your toes, maybe come, maybe reach a little further. You could add a weight if you wanted to. Here we go. In 3, 2, go for it. If you're finding, you're like in your head, you're like, no, Deb, I'm pretty good, just the way I am. Then keep on trucking, ladies. I'm going to replay that, and I'm going to hear myself keep on trucking, and I'm going to cringe. I can't believe I just said keep on trucking. 10 seconds right here. And thankfully, most of my household has soundproof headphones on right now, and they'll never know I said such a thing. In 3, 2, and switch it over to the other side. Here we go. In 3, 2, reach and twist. Squeeze that back. Pull that belly button right in. Exhale that breath as you reach through. Good, keeping that bum nice and tight. 10 seconds right here. In 3, 2, and cross plank knee drives. So elbow tapping. Here we go. 30 seconds. In 3, 2, go for it right here. Want to challenge yourself? See if you can do this for the full 30 seconds. Hitting that plank, tapping those elbows, left to right. You're hitting 15 seconds right here. You can either do this consecutively or add that little reprieve in. Here we go, last 5, 3, 2, and switch that over. Here we go. In 3, 2, go for it right here. Drive it up and over. Squeeze into those glutes. Keep it nice and strong. Belly button's pulled into that spine. Good, second 30. Keeping this is a little bit harder because your arms are tired. I'm gonna squeeze into my glutes a little bit more. Relieve some of that upper body pressure in 3, 2. There you go. Hip rolls, 30 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, 30-second hip rolls. Right here. Good, squeezing through those glutes. I've modified to my knees here just to help with that back so I don't hurt myself any more than I already have. Good. Pull that belly button right into that spine. Keep that chest square to the mat. In 3, 2. Nicely done. Pike up that plank. Step forward for that twist in 3, 2. Go for it. Pike it up. Step forward. Reach and down. Pull into that belly button as you step up and twist. 10 seconds. Right here. In 5, 3, 2, and last but not least, let's hit those 3-way crunches. Here we go. Lower back to that mat in 3, 2, go for it. Coming in, twist. Just those shoulder blades come off the mat. Exhale. As you come forward, inhale. As you roll back down, squeeze into those glutes. Good. I think I might have to call it after this round. I think I talked too much in between exercises. We don't have time for a rapid round in 3, 2, and rest it right here. Nicely done, ladies. I apologize. We don't have we don't have time for round 4. You put the comments in the section below. Tell me what you really think. Let's stretch this out. We're going to take our toes together, knees apart, sink your bum right into those feet. Put your hands in front. Put that chest down to the floor, head in between those arms, and then just slowly rock those hips back and forth. Just releasing that lower back just a bit. Good. I always like to stretch the back out after a core workout because we tend to really tweak that back as we gain strength through that core. Let's walk those hands over to our left. So what we're doing is taking our right hand right across our body, push those palms into the mat, and then pull into your fingers as if your fingers are caught under cement. So you're pushing down and then pulling away from those fingers, getting that stretch to the right side of your body. And then we're going to walk those hands over to the left, or to the right, sorry, that left hand comes all the way over. Push those palms into the floor and then pull away, feeling the left side of that body get nice and long. Good, coming up. Back to center, onto your hands and knees, and you can just slowly come onto your knees, so we don't need to come all the way up for standing. You're gonna take one arm up, reach down like we did in the start. This time we're gonna hold it, so you're gonna reach with those fingertips, exhaling that breath, getting a nice stretch through one side of that torso. Big breath in, exhale down. Feeling that hip come out, feeling that back stretch in through those obliques. Good, taking your hands all the way up. Exhaling down. Take one foot forward. I've got my left forward. I'm going to take my right hand on the outside of that knee, and then I'm going to just turn my chest towards that knee. Getting a little bit more into that spine, stretching out through those obliques. And we'll switch that over to the other side, stepping forward with the right. Left hand on the outside of that leg. Twist. And just get that nice relaxed in through that spine. And then roll those shoulders back and forth. And we're just gonna stretch those shoulders just really quickly since we did a lot of plank work. And take them right up to your ears, pull those shoulders back, and then push those fingertips right to the floor, getting that nice stretch to the top of your arms. Big breath in, back and down, and shake it out. Thank you, ladies.